Cold start for the boys. Alright guys, welcome back. We're gonna be doing a canyon rip. I got my boy Junior and JP behind us. I think you can see them. Going to a car show, 740 in the
turn right.
Let's see if we can get past this guy.
26 miles, continue straight on.
Thought I would give a second to talk through the build real quick. I have a BorgWarner EFR 7670. I have a 2.3 liter motor out of a 2001 S60R. I've got K1 H-beam rods, Glyco sputter rod bearings. Just regapped the OEM rings. I did that all myself. A video is going to come out pretty soon. I think this one's going to be released first, and then my build breakdown is going to be released, but that's what I'm going for so far. And I have a T51R mod done by AGP Turbo on the compressor housing of my 7670. I'm running the stock EFR compressor bypass valve with the heavy duty spring, because this car pulls a lot of vacuum at idle, so you need the stiffer spring. Sounds cool. I'm gonna be switching to a Go Fast Bits one soon. I think you guys just want to hear the car, listen to them turbo noises. Get a little heat in the tires. Excited for the car meet. We got a lot of Volvos coming out there. A lot of Volvos. Might be a Volvo takeover. Come on. Pull off, pull off. No. amazed there's no fog out. Last time I was up here a couple months ago, there was so much fog. So glad to see it's dissipated now. Alright, maybe I'll talk some suspension stuff while we can cruise. I have KW V2 coilovers, every single polyurethane bushing that you can imagine from PowerFlex, subframe inserts from IPD. I have the race bushings in the rear, 5 and 8. Thanks, boy. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. And IPD track spec sway bars, all new refreshed Lem 4, whatever stuff. I also have a lot of people asking about my wheels. They are ESR RF2s, 5x108. That's what they are for this car. I have 18 by 9.5 plus 35 square setup, and I have a 5mm spacer in the front to clear, and I'm running Federal RS Pros 275 35 18, and the RS Pros run wide apparently, so they're like a 285 essentially, and it rubs everywhere. So I don't know if I recommend it. I would go down probably a 265 or 255, especially on the R. Keep it up behind. We're not going that fast. This truck is ripping. Hope the angle's good for you guys. But you hear that whistly turbo? I love it. This is with a full airbox too. I have the full airbox just with the bottom cut out, so I can hear a little more sound. I think I'm going to fabricate a different box pretty soon. Dang, this guy's ripping. Okay, we're going to give him some space. I also have an ABS light on. I don't know why, it just came on today. These fat tires rub a lot, especially in turns. Not in turns, when turning. Like when you're going slow in a parking lot, they will rub. So yeah, I don't know. I have a big old suitcase muffler. I put it in the middle, and it hangs low, and it doesn't fit like perfect. So I think it rubs on the side. So I cut the heat shield a little bit. So I think maybe the heat shield came down, maybe touched the drive shaft a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna slow down a little bit, wait for JP. He's in his old little wagon. It's having a little rough time on the straight sections, and we'll give these guys some space. It's a great road so far. These are a 200 treadwear track tire, the Federals. And I like them. They're really good. They grip really hard and they're not loud at all. They're very quiet. And I have a very quiet exhaust setup. So if they were loud, I would know. Like I've heard Toyo R888s in person, and those things sound crazy. Sound like a jet taking off. And then again, I got this big old T51R mod making all that noise, so. It's cool. Beamer. Look at that, beautiful day today. Ceramic brake pads. They're all right. The yellow ceramics, they're pretty good. I'm gonna switch to probably Porterfield. I talked about it in my wash video, but I hear those ones will give me a lot better performance. I like not having to clean my wheels as much. These are dusty though. These Hawks are dusty, even for a ceramic pad. But I'd prefer the performance over the low dust, especially with this turbo. This thing gets going fast, and you want to be able to regulate that speed and modulate it. So we'll see. I just got the AFR gauge in 2 days ago. I have it set to lambda. I should learn that because I'm going to be on 85. I think the sensor adjusts. I heard somewhere that the sensor automatically knows the different ratios. But yeah, I don't know, man. Lambda's cool. I think it's just cooler. So I still got to tune this thing, but I have to fix my CEM first because I have that wiper issue that everyone has, but I've just pulled the wiper fuse just because I haven't had the ability or time to deal with it because I've been too busy getting everything else dialed in. This part's coming up. This part's going to be twisty. This part's fun. See the EFR just wants to go. As soon as you hit 4,000 RPM, man, this thing is just ready. I don't think you guys have heard the wastegate open yet, but we'll slow down and give them some space, and then I'll see if I can rip on a little bit, get the wastegate to open, because that's a crazy sound, unlike anything I've ever heard, ever. My buddy says it sounds like Chewbacca, and it does sound like Chewbacca, especially on this car. How's the quality, guys, of the new GoPro Hero 10? I just picked it up. Let me know if there's any tweaks I should do. Look at that. So let's say we're at 4,000. Dude, it just, as soon as that gate opens, it's just ripping. Gosh. Right now I'm still on pump gas and Torco additive. Come on. This truck, dude. Both of the trucks. just switched to the Redline lightweight shockproof in the trans. Oh, game changer, total game changer. The single mass flywheel is not, so I have X clutch. It's a stage 2 ceramic 6-puck. It is not bad at all. The pedals, it's really light for a twin disc that holds 700 foot-pounds of torque. The only thing is that when you're starting and stopping, it's pretty aggressive, but it's gotten better. So yeah, that lightweight shockproof in the trans, that stuff is game changing. The shifts are like butter always, and you barely hear the chatter from the single mass. So yeah, it's a sweet setup. I also have 5W50 Redline oil in the engine, and it quieted down the valve train noise because I have TSB springs in the head, and it quieted down the valve train noise so much. Dude, around turns, pull over, dude, pull over. That's those fat tires and those sway bars, dude. It's just rips around turns, dude. I don't know if you can hear that, but it does rub in the back over some of the bigger bumps. Well, not really big bumps, but even the smaller bumps. It rubs a little bit. I don't know what JP's doing. He's a comedian back there, doing crazy stuff. I have the AFR gauge mounted just like that for temporary purposes. I'm gonna be putting a pod right there. Getting it from Mecha Carbon. Go hit him up on Instagram. Tell him Dan sent you. He's the homie. I got some forged carbon mirror caps coming pretty soon. Just importing stuff from Canada is a doozy now. Yeah, the turbo just, it's a little laggy under 4 grand, but as soon as you go above 4 grand, it is perfect. It's got so much response and very little transient lag. Let me give this guy some space. Also, I'm tuned by S60R on Instagram or Leviathan's Garage on Facebook. Brandon is my tuner, and he is the best in the business. There are other tuners out there, I'm sure you know, but you need to look no further when choosing a tuner, because he knows his stuff. He's not gonna ignore you and ghost you, and he understands Volvo ME7. So look no further, guys. I'll link him in the description, link his Instagram account, but now we're getting to the more open part. We're almost done. Come on, dude. That's the rub.
Turn left onto Marpeta Avenue.
That's just about it, guys, for at least the canyon part. Last little bit's just cruising. JP's crazy. He's crazy. He's an animal. Oh my goodness. He was just doing perfectly legal stuff. Wink. Excited. I gotta get the CEM sent out to Zemodex in Canada, and then as soon as that's all fixed, I can get back to tuning, because in Vita, my the CEM module is red and it doesn't even communicate, and we tested it. So I thought it was the dice at first. It wasn't. Oh my gosh. Dude's crazy. So So yeah, we tested my dice on my buddy's laptop with his Vita just to make sure it was all good, and it worked fine. Cleared codes. He had a code or two sitting around, and it cleared them all. Responded fine. Then we tested it on my car, and the CM module was red, as it's been, and my goodness, he's crazy. CM module is red, and it didn't respond to my car. Just wouldn't respond to the computer, to Vita. Well, I mean, it knew that it was my car, but it wouldn't clear codes. Yeah, so that's about it. But yeah, man, we'll be pulling up in the meet pretty soon. I'll catch you guys back when we get close to the meet. We're here. Well, we're not here, but we're getting there. We just met up with all the Volvos. Dude, we are deep. Maybe 9 or 10 of us, Volvos? I don't know. 7? I don't know. We'll see. 26. Gotta be respectful. Watch, that's gonna be my spot. I'm not gonna get a spot anywhere. Look at all those Volvos. That's a good spot. Sounds good.
Dude, the speed is huge.
Yeah, you have never been?
No.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.